beach perfumes. Perfumes that you want just to smell about you when you go to the beach. Of course, if you're going into the water, there's probably no point in wearing perfumes, but if you just want to lay on the beach, get a tan, hang out, you can choose from a variety of very fresh and light-smelling perfumes. And I mean, ideally, you're going to the beach during the summer when it's nice and warm, and when it's nice and warm, you want some sort of scent to freshen up. And for the most part, that's going to be green or citrusy or in general light scents. Starting with one of my favorites, I would recommend Light Blue from Dolce & Gabbana. Any variation would be good. This is Eau Intense, but any variation is very, very fresh. Primarily a blend between citrus notes and green apple notes, and the mix between those two notes in particular, especially the apple, makes it very, very crisp, very light, fresh, yet feminine. It has some floral elements to it to make it nice and feminine and elegant. And the main issue that I personally have with it is it's not super long lasting. It might last 2 to 3 hours, so it's on the lower end for longevity, but if you're not going to be out for that long, you just want something nice to freshen up with, then it's still a really good option. It's still going to be a noticeable fragrance, and it's just very pleasant. I haven't come across anyone who dislikes Light Blue. It's one of Dolce & Gabbana's most popular fragrances for a reason. Then, a unisex option, which is also one of my favorites, Aquamedia. This is it's been around since the 90s. People, as far as I know, have always really liked it. It's a relatively light fragrance, similar to Light Blue. Not super long lasting, probably 2 to 3 hours, but it has a really delightful concoction of different notes, specifically citrus notes, some herbal notes, and then a few very light wood notes. The main layers that you'll kind of notice right off the bat are the citrus notes and the herbal notes, especially rosemary. That makes it a really good unisex option. You know, it's not too sweet, it's not too dry or cold, it's just nice and fresh and has a kind of a natural approach to the crisp, fresh genre of fragrances. Then, kind of in a similar vein, a little bit more luxurious, is Voyage Delmis from Delmis. And this is also a citrusy sort of fragrance with some green notes. And the green notes really make it nice and cool and dewy. Kind of reminiscent of a garden or springtime, that sort of thing. Even though there's not a lime note, I would argue you can smell lime in this, which is kind of a nice variation on the whole citrus approach. And this is also pretty not great on the longevity, 2 hours probably, but it's still good for, especially if you have like a small travel vial or something. You can bring it with you and just reapply it throughout the day, because it is a very nice, refreshing, kind of coastal scent. So this is also unisex as well, so another bonus there. Then this one, Le Labo Bergamot 22. So bergamot, it's in the name. You can imagine it's going to be very citrusy, specifically with bergamot. And bergamot's one of the best notes that you can find in summery beach time fragrances, because it's refreshing, it's sharp, it's juicy, it's not too sweet or not too tart. It's nice in the middle. And it's just very pleasant. Le Labo produces a variety of very, very nice scents like this one. And in my opinion, bergamot's the perfect note for the beach. It's just refreshing, it counteracts that salt air, the heat, it sticks around, it's very nice. Then, the last one that I have is Aquamedia from Maison Francisco Jean. And this is a bit sweeter than some of these other ones, which are kind of dry and citrusy and crisp. This is a little bit sweeter, but it also has some green notes, some bergamot, some verbena, fennel, even some green tea notes. So you're really going not just crisp and fresh and clean, but also kind of more of a natural approach, dewy, slightly sweet, that sort of thing. I would say this is a pretty good unisex option, though it does kind of lean a little bit more on the feminine side because of that very light sweetness, but overall it's still very just fresh and just nice, you know, pleasant. And you can't really go wrong with it, in my opinion. I would say it's a bit stronger than the previous options on this list. Probably just because it has these unique notes and it really sticks to the skin and lasts a bit longer. But in general, these fragrances would all be perfect for the beach, you know. Whether you're out tanning or going for a run or whatever, these will really keep you fresh and, you know, just nice. They're all nice. But other than that, that's all I have to say about these particular fragrances. If you have any questions or opinions about them, you can leave those down in the comment section below. If you liked the video, leave a like, maybe subscribe, and I make videos throughout the week, so stick around for those.